Hello, fair listener. Welcome and thank you for following our journey on metagaming by Rum Propelled Gaming. Fair warning, sometimes we are not safe for work, and others not safe for real life. Journey forth at your own risk. Now let's dive right back into Tarath. Through the campaign Alalopolis.
That was lame. 10. I guess I can put that in the thermajigger.
Are we putting in the Astral or the Discord?
Preferably game stuff astral.
It didn't go in. What the hell?
Oh.
There it is.
Now recording.
Yeah, fuck are you, Craig?
Got an 11.
11. Okay. Who's the lowest right now, then? Mime? Mime can't do it technically either. Neither could Kat or Shia. So, from those, it seems like you're winning the prompt right now, then? Yeah. With the 11 Nep, because Mime and Kat have done it this cycle already. They're the only ones, and then she had just done it for her first time, so we'll be back into this second cycle next session. And
Okay.
So that, wait, Mime, yeah, Mime got a 10, you got an 11, so you win the prompt, which is... And you can think of this when maybe when somebody's given the recap or something too, because this is the story of your most benevolent action.
Hmm.
You wearing a crown, Josh?
I am.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Not all DMs wear crowns, except our DM. I was trying to say something witty, it just did not come out right.
Most
You look good.
benevolent.
Yes, what you would define as your most benevolent action in the story of it.
Okay.
And so, in that vein of things, it's going to be a little bit hard for Frederick to recap things, so maybe I'll fill in some things. Because Thea, you could too, and you're the second highest roll there. But otherwise, I will take a hierarching infill here and say, hitherto, the adventurers known as the Rum Rollers finally regrouped, she and Zeph having just escaped imprisonment, dragging their two friends, Frederick and Squall, along. Now the Rum Rollers found themselves on the second floor again, all together with one task in mind, and that was taking down the lava tower at the behest of Lono and Shia's tutor Torin. Too close, they found themselves in this tower, which is in the middle of the fissure that had been busted forth from hell, as per Torin, and Mime's cake also sat upon the top of the tower. Somehow. That's what I'd written. So you guys had also just finished coming down from the third floor to the second floor. Shia and Zeph having drug unconscious Frederick and Squall. And you guys had regrouped, and then Shia, actually there was a lot going on here, so I don't know if you want to fill some of that in there, Thea, as the person who was in the midst of it with Zeph, or what was going on in that particular instance in time.
Well, a bunch of people were inside of this chest, which led to this chest. And there was a snack goblin that was trading goods for anything. and a couple people did that, and then we were taking a rest in this room with the huge snake skeleton, and then a bunch of us ate mushrooms, and and we were having story time while we were taking a short rest.
I would like to imagine that like Frederick has been like laying on his back for most of this, and now he just like Undertaker sits up.
And you have Squall tied to your chest, so as you sit up with an unconscious Squall tied to you, and your shield's tied behind you, almost like a sled.
Interesting.
Your arms and legs are free to move about, but you're awkwardly tied together and sit up at that moment.
I start untying myself, I guess.
Slept through so much shit. It's kind of impressive, actually.
Otherwise, down here it looks like, Shia, you had just finished asking, Laurel is his name. He hadn't introduced himself, actually, to you, but he's a large, troll-looking like individual that had glowing red eyes and green skin, and you had asked specifically for an item to somehow protect and maybe store your friends almost in.
Yes, I do remember that.
And he's going, was the last thing, because it seemed like an interesting ask, and he goes over here to the mirror that he's consulted, other people have heard, but he turns around, puts his back to you, and starts tapping away at this mirror that's as large as him, with gold inlay and some images you can see over his shoulder, just around his arm, that are flashing by, and he's tapping it furiously, just to himself, making all kinds of questionable noises, and then he turns back around. I think I have one item that might fit your request. It is quite rare, though. It would be pretty expensive. Cost many friends.
Okay. I don't know what that means per se, but I mean, you see who I am, right? Expense is not a problem.
And he actually flips, you hadn't realized before, a pair of glasses around on the front of his face that has some lenses on it himself, and he starts flicking through them. He goes, yeah, you have many pretty shinies.
Yes. Many friends.
Well, this item I could part with for 300 gold.
Let me see. And let's go back to manage inventory, because I definitely have more money than that.
For some reason, I remember the evil campaign being very rich, and the good campaign being very poor.
Sounds about right.
Shit. Yeah, you're right. You said 300
Yes, 300 gold.
gold.
Masters like items though too.
Okay. Let me see what I can get you.
And if you wouldn't mind, Frederick, rolling a sleight of hand to see if you can get yourself out of those, the riggings, I guess.
Oh no. Yeah, that's not bad with a -1.
That's damn good with a -1. 16. So you're struggling with them, and you kind of get the knot around to one side, and you see that it had been hastily done, so you're able to kind of pull on one of the corners of it, and it and falls down to the side, just with clatters, with Squall kind of flap to the side, and your shields are clattering behind you.
Is he alive?
you felt his body being warm, and there was a bit of a pulse, as if possibly. You hadn't checked.
No one has checked yet.
Just going along for the ride.
And at some point, Squall passed away.
Yeah. You're also noticing under yourselves a bit of a green carpet starting to grow. It seems to be of a slight green grass.
Mm-hmm.
This would be very relative to Thea, who had cast their spell in this vicinity.
Does Theo remember the spell? We take moments while she ponders.
It's a spell we created together, and that you would cast on the snake for the first time.
Oh yeah, so this has been getting green for like a while.
Yeah, well, it hadn't been noticeable before is the thing, because the seeds hadn't sprouted, essentially, until as you guys were resting here and your story was being told about Sexy Satan and back and forth and so on and so forth.
So this is the floor that's getting green.
Correct. And you can definitely see that through the cracks, the green is actually growing through the floor, kind of cracking pieces of the red marble that it was on.
Oh, the red marbles were pretty. So does it look like a sickly, like, disease green, or does it look like growing, like, moss, like, nature green?
Very much a nature healthy green.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, look, nature's healing itself. It's reclaiming.
I just pet it. My personal chia pet that goes wherever I want.
So do we know where this comes from?
The green?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's... I assumed that I would have known that this was going to happen, because I cast the spell, but... Yes.
Okay.
At least you would assume this was the kind of the spell's intent, at least, but on a much slower scale, as you hadn't enacted the second piece of your plan for it.
Oh. Are, like...
That sounds
Are we aware of this? Am I supposed to be aware of this plan? Did we talk about this, or is this just
No, this is something me and Thea had talked about for how it would work very, very well, just in tandem with your rapid growth spell.
Well, Mime's gonna bend over and, like, touch the green. I don't know if it's moss or leaves or what, but
it seems to be very small, kind of, what are those called?
Like a chia pet?
No, like, kind of.
Microgreens.
Yeah,
Microgreens.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get.
I'm gonna bend over and inspect it and, like, pat it with my hand, almost like I'm, like, patting a small child on the head, but I'm gonna very gently pat it, and I'm gonna, like, pull a leaf off and inspect it real close and sniff it and maybe nibble on it a little bit.
Roll a nature check.
I don't know if I'd eat it. I don't know if that's... Well, I guess we'll see.
So I didn't just, like, ooh, I got a 15. So I didn't shove it in my mouth. I just kind of, like, did that when you're, like I tasted it, like, to see if it is poisonous.
Ox blood.
Did you come up with anything else down there, Shia, or are you still thinking?
Yeah, I have some stuff.
Okay.
Alrighty, I think I could part with you. She's like feeling around. 10 gold, and I have this spoon. It's this wondrous spoon of relocation. it is quite valuable. I don't know if I'm actually ready to part with the spoon, so I don't know. You might have to. I could get that. I also have. Also, I also have a amber and an amethyst. Ooh, and I lose that.
Hey, spoon, what does... And he kind of flicks through the... Oh, spoon is also very powerful.
Yes,
Spoon
very powerful.
was... It seems I could do spoon for plate. No need for more friends.
Okay, spoon for plate. Place.
Okay, go around corner, and he points this side of the wall that he can't see through. To mirror, other mirror, and wait for me. And he kind of jots off to the mirror that he was working at before, and starts clicking at. And as you go around the corner, you see materialize on the mirror a rather embellished plate. One though that looks like it's of a almost plain, kind of pewter look to it, on the mirror. And he says, from around over his shoulder, he says, "Place spoon against mirror, and plate come out."
Okay. Do you explain how these things work?
Oh yes, it said you take this plate and you spin it on your finger, and it create door, and the door goes to the safest place in your heart.
Very interesting.
Oh.
And she presses the spoon to the mirror.
And the mirror turns to this amorphous liquid that is almost gelatinous, but more of almost like a tar, and it starts the spoon out of your hand, and the plate at the same time, at the same rate, comes out of the top as you're, I'm guessing, trying to catch it, as it's coming out of the mirror. And you're holding now the plate, and the spoon is inside of the mirror, and then the image disappears, and you can see yourself reflected in it.
Okay, cool. I grab the plate. I have the plate.
I'll put it in your inventory post-haste.
Can someone explain what the spoon does? Remind me again.
It does have a description in there. In your inventory.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, brosive? Alright, I'm just gonna read it out loud. The silver spoon of relocation, is a silver spoon, fairly normal looking, has turkey scratched deeply in the handle. Upon placing a spoon in a mouth, the first spoon drops to the ground, and the user moves instantly to the closest spoon of relocation. I just gave my spoon away to this random
Wait, you gave that away?
Yeah, I did.
Mm-hmm.
When attuned, intent can teleport an individual upon placing the spoon in their mouth to a specific other person upon concentration of the person who is attuned to the spoon as long as their possession. If read out loud the inscription, turkey, it enlarges the spoon to the size of a shovel. If used at this point, it will relocate matter to just behind the welder upon touch.
Wielder. But yes.
Wielder.
You did
No, welder. Yeah, that would be correct in my case.
Wielder. Yeah.
You should have plate of protection if you refresh now in your bag. And I will remove that. But everybody else should have that has a spoon should have that spoon of relocation in their inventory. If you don't, and you think you should have it, let me know and I can add it.
I'm guessing that's something we got during my absence.
It was actually something that happened very long time ago, before you were even amongst the party.
No, we haven't used it, so
Yeah.
got rid of it because we haven't used it. I feel like we still didn't even fully understand how the spoon functioned when we did it.
And this one's even simpler of a description if you got it.
Soul Spike. What did we ever do with the Soul Spike? Did we do anything with it?
Spike souls?
Nope. No one has done anything with the soul
No.
spikes.
We've
definitely done something with the soul spike.
No, we just talked about it for like 4 sessions,
Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah. It was very well planned out, but never executed.
As most things are.
Is the snack goblin the guy trading stuff?
No. He is a form of snack goblin though, but it is not the snack goblin you're familiar with there, Frederick. I'm assuming you were saying this out loud too, to Thea and...
Yes.
It's a different guy, but only one more trade. We need to get out of this tower, or up this tower, or wherever we're going.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, agreed.
Do you need something, Frederick?
I mean, I guess I don't need it.
Get your ass in the chest. Come on.
Oh, it's in the chest?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he's in some dimension inside of that chest.
He's in pocket dimension.
Yep.
So she climbs out of the chest, that said chest, as you're walking towards it, the lid with a tree on it open, and she steps out as you're about to go in.
Did I ever investigate why there's a tree on there?
Mm-mm.
Can I?
Yeah, absolutely. What was happening there with that interaction between she and Frederick? Because I thought I heard you say there, Shia.
No, I was just gonna make some kind of comment of climbing out of a chest, but
What is it?
it's good. No, I don't even. I feel like we made too big of a deal out of it. No, we're good. I'm gonna keep.
So you look down in the chest, Frederick, and you see a ladder that, as Shia holds the lid open for you to climb down in, and you grab it to go after her, looking at the ladder, I'm
Yes.
presuming? Okay. So you climb down the wooden ladder, and you see an individual with their back toward you, actually probably taller than you, good 7, almost 8 feet, and they've got, actually closer to 10, sorry, and they have a green skin all over that is very, very very well muscled as well. And at your final step down the ladder, they turn around and, more rum rollers? There's so many of you. Are you rum roller?
Yes. I am one of the Rum Rollers.
Oh, that's good. Then we friends. I have so many new friends now.
I heard you trade stuff.
Oh, yes, I trade stuff.
I was wondering if you would have a weapon that a pacifist might use. Josh, I resent you a text that I texted you in Facebook, like a long time ago.
On Facebook again, though? Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Okay. You gonna describe anything of it specifically to...
I was wondering if you had a weapon that I might use as a pacifist. I feel kind of lacking helping my friends, but I still do not want to kill.
This is noble quest. I think I can do something. What, you like shields?
Yes, but I have enough shields. I was thinking more of a hammer.
Oh, hammer. Okay. I can see hammer.
He turns around and he starts clicking away at the mirror that you'd seen him facing first. That is as large as him, covered in gold, and he says,
Go around corner, check, see? On other mirror.
and you see a glorious-looking hammer that has what appears to be some sort of cushioning device on either side, but made out of steel somehow. Almost looks like two steel buttons with a bellows in between.
Interesting.
And he says,
Can you trade for let's see. Go
I
ahead.
have this platter that platter of with an inscription in there. I have this platter that makes this like rainbow mush that tastes like food, and it just kind of generates.
Oh, let me see.
I pull out the platter.
and on top of it is a perfectly formed swirl of rainbow mush, and he flips some glasses around that are on the back of his head and that have a on the left side a plethora of colored lenses that he starts flicking through, and he goes,
Oh, yes, can do. This is good. Yes, can trade for that.
Okay, we have a deal then.
Now, go around corner, take platter, place against mirror, and out come hammer.
Okay. I place the platter against the mirror, I guess.
and it slowly starts to go in. The mirror folds in on itself. You see, as its edge wraps around it, you start to feel it pull, and it's into the mirror as out the top, above where you were placing it, the hammer haft starts coming out, and you're able to grab it before it falls to the floor. And it's much heavier than what you were thinking, and the two ends do seem to kind of wiggle, but not as much as what you might have imagined as well. So they're not exactly... They've got some give to them, we'll say that. But it still seems well built. It's almost a machine more than a hammer, though.
Interesting. Is I guess metagaming question, is it basically what I wrote down?
That's what I'll shoot for.
Okay. Well, I'll see you again, Laurel.
Oh, it's good to meet you. I don't know your name.
My name is Frederick Whitmore.
Oh, pleasure, Frederick.
And I climb back up the ladder.
You climb back up the ladder, and you got a 14 there, Thea, for your investigation. And also to go back to Mime's 15 for the nature. That's what I was reading there as you're climbing up the ladder, and as you were kind of letting the leaf sit on your tongue, that little bit that you chipped off there, Mime, it does taste a little bitter, but with a little hint of sweetness, and you're guessing it's not poisonous. It's probably edible in small enough quantities, just as anything else, and that's otherwise you're not 100% sure what kind of plant it is yet, because it's too young to decipher. And
Okay.
Thea, do you want to describe how you're investigating this chest?
I don't know if I ever realized there was a tree on it or anything, but I'm curious now, so I'm gonna let's see. No, I'm just gonna go over and touch it. Oh, does it look familiar to any symbol or anything that I've seen before?
It actually, as you're nearing it too, your hand comes across it, and you're remembering at the bottom. It was a book that you had. There was
Bro.
this symbol throughout it that you thought it was just kind of an ending of you you get to the end of a chapter, there's a symbol. Get to the end of a chapter, there's a symbol, and that's where you're kind of remembering that. That's where it jumps out in your memory. You're remembering a symbol on those pages. But
The Grow book.
The what book?
The Grow book?
Oh yeah, I thought you were saying bro book, and I was like, what?
Sure.
Grow. All right, yes, it was the Grow book, correct. So you do remember specifically then, as Thea as well, what book it was.
Do I know who wrote that book?
Is
there an author on the front?
It had no specific author. It seemed to have been written by a race as a whole, somehow, from the dwarves, because it was not signed by a single individual or multiple individuals. It just said, and I'm not remembering the name of those dwarves right now. I did not go back that far, but those dwarves. I was reviewing a lot. I remembered Chia's tutor's name, Torin.
Mentally clocking that, but also Thea is antsy and ready to get out of this room, even though I've made it slightly more pleasant than it was before by adding the nature.
And you're witnessing a drunk Hamilton and Zeph and Moon, who are propped up against different areas. Moon in particular, who kind of just dodged slightly out of Frederick's way when he came up. Though Moon, they had still looking around at everybody like they think they're invisible, and are otherwise mostly asleep too. It looks like they've propped themselves up against the wall. And Zeph and Hamilton are, as well as it seems like Kat has fallen asleep on your shoulder there, Mime. And Nep, you're still quite
paranoid
quite
and
paranoid.
nauseous.
And nauseous, correct.
Do you need a remedy?
The paranoia caused him once to be alone, which I believe was the initial reason why I ran away from the first cast of the remedy.
Yeah.
There's just too many people.
I mean, I can try again.
And Nep will run again.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't like trying to turn you or turn you down. It's just paranoia.
No, that's fair.
Set in.
That's fair.
Above board, he has to run away from everyone.
Yeah. How long does this last?
You've probably got another. You would only had a microdose, so I'd say probably another like half hour or so in game.
Okay.
A microdose?
Yeah. Microdosing's healthy.
Except for the
microdosing
paranoia part. Just in general.
So yeah, Thea, you poke your head out of the door trying to get out, but you are still feeling a little tired yourself. Although you did have a long rest. Never mind, you're feeling pretty good about yourself. With Mime, you had been waiting for your other friends to get back in this chamber, so it looks like your other companions though are looking weary. Oh yeah, and Squall, who is still asleep against, not even against the wall, on the floor where Frederick left him after untying himself.
Does he look alive?
It seems his chest is rising and falling the more you concentrate on it.
Good enough for me.
Alright, so who's passed the fuck out?
You've got Zeph, Hamilton, Moon, Squall, and Cat.
Wow, we got a lot. We got a lot of people. Okay. So she is like, do you guys want shit, what's her voice? Do you guys want to see a cool trick? And she spins the plate on a finger and a door opens. She's like, alright, help me toss these pass the fuck out people in this doorway.
Roll for me
Have you tested it before?
roll for me first to a sleight of hand, if you wouldn't mind.
Maybe we should test it on something less important than the lives of our friends before we throw them in.
I mean, has the goblin given you guys all real stuff?
How could we know?
Oh, we just got it.
Well, that's a good question.
Oh, if you go ask Nep, he will tell you he drank mayonnaise.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he did give. Yep.
Although,
I think I saw Nep drink mayonnaise. Or maybe I didn't know it was mayonnaise.
Yeah, you heard him coughing. And saying that's some weird wine.
I rolled a 25.
Ooh, hot damn.
Actually, I rolled a nat 20 and I got a +5. I don't.
That's beautiful.
Oh, that's why it's green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you flourish this plate out of wherever you had it just seconds ago, and just flick your wrist.
Roll it up my arm.
Yeah, roll it up your arm, and then just flick your wrist as it gets to right to the top of your finger, and start spinning the plate on the top of it, and the plate in that process no one really had seen until this point, which now just looks like a ball on the top of your finger, and then it starts to glow, and then you step back just a half step, and a portal of energy appears, and this 7-foot curved top doorway in the air, which looks like it leads out onto a pristine wooden deck and a seaside with a beach and palm trees off in the distance, with what you can hear as a of seagulls in the distance, and you're able to also you sense a slight presence in your minds, a familiar presence to Shia, Thea, Mime, especially Mime, who goes, Adune?
Oh shit!
Oh.
Oh shit!
Go back to it, Dune.
That's awesome.
Do we still need to test it?
You actually
I mean, I feel like we
hear
should try
I was
to.
in your
talking.
minds
I was
too.
talking to the group.
You actually hear in your
I don't know,
minds
it's your
too,
hole.
at that time. Shia? Thea?
Oh.
A Dune?
Yes! It's been so long! Where have you been?
You know, places.
So many
Is-
places.
so- Is it a boat that the thing opened up into? Or is like a Dune the whole hole?
Dune is the boat.
I'm assuming that was an above board question, because I was still in trying to stay in character, and that was
Yeah.
going to be hard because I don't think she would understand your question. She'd just stare.
No, that was definitely above. Yeah.
You'd be able to hear a audible ... in your head. Anyhow, I don't think you would know that either specifically. I mean, technically, yes. I'll just say that.
So,
Okay.
like, does it look like we can walk through this portal that was just opened, like onto the deck of a Dune?
It's physically right in between you and Mime, and it does look as if anyone could just walk into it currently.
Is Shia still spinning the plate?
The plate stopped. So I guess I imagined more than I actually explained. I'm sorry. When you take that step back, the plate had stayed hanging there in the air as
Okay.
a ball of energy, and that's when it resided into that doorway.
Okay, cool. Shia walks in.
And you find yourself, whoosh. Everyone sees the Shia as if through a window into another place. And Shia, you're feeling instantly a sense of relaxation and warmth from the sun as its rays caress your scales, and you look around at the deck of Adune. I can get you there too if you want to physically be there and look around.
No, that's okay. I just wanted to see.
Okay.
I also just want to say, you just said sun caressed my scales, and I just saw this really creepy sun, like, reach down and is like, yeah, so okay, sorry. Okay, so she has stepped back out, and she goes, it's a Dune.
And
This is really cool. And then she goes and picks up Moon, and then it kind of does that one by one, transfers her friends into a Dune.
Moon's gonna wake up somewhere that they've never been before and be freaked the fuck out.
Well, we can leave a note.
It'd be great.
yeah, do you guys want to? You guys can physically go there. I mean, that is an option currently. Just to let you know. You gotta, if you're writing a note, I figured at least somebody might want to see what's going on so they can explain it.
Or we can just ask Adune to, fill them in. But my
Ooh, I like
question
that.
is, like, so, alright, so it opens to Dune, but if, like, can you take the platter through the portal and then be on a Dune with the platter and close it? Like, once you close it, does it open?
Good
Or
question.
is this like a one-way portal? Like, what happens if we use the platter on a Dune? I mean, I guess we don't know. These are just open-ended questions for us to consider, I suppose.
Exactly.
That's like a metaphysical, can we carry the plate through the portal? I don't know if we want to test it right now, though.
Yeah,
kinda figured
Are you
that
also
boat turned into the doorway.
quick?
Or, like, we want to leave, kind of like escape when we're trying to use the platter to escape. Can we do that? But anyway, these are for future problem questions. We should actually close the portal and open it again to make sure it opens every time on a Dune.
Mhm.
That's a fixed location. Like, we know our friends are going to be
Before-
safe on a Dune, but are we going to be able to retrieve them easily in the
from
future?
a Dune. Okay, so then Shia, you're asking these questions while Shia is picking up and about to put Moon down, and she puts Moon back over her shoulder and goes, actually, that's a great thought. And she walks back out and puts Moon down and then goes to retrieve the plate.
Ah,
Yeah. It's real funny because the Dune is technically in my backpack, so technically they're with us, but it just doesn't. That doesn't mean we can retrieve them.
So
Yeah.
you turn around and look at what was the plate is now the doorway, and you're looking for an edge, and you don't see one. Might want to roll for some investigation for me. And as you're getting closer and kind of running your hand along the edge, it doesn't feel like it looks. And you feel the edge of the plate that had just been on your fingers. And you do what with that?
So I'm gonna it's gonna be one of those things where she's like, well, what if I just, and she takes the finger that she spun it with and just kind of put it back
And then
Just me.
the door starts to collapse in on itself and starts to spin into a ball of energy back up on your finger. And then it slowly slows down, and you start to see the plate rotating on the top of your finger.
Cool. And then, so she's like, okay, so the doorway's closing, or closed, and so she, like, spins and then grabs the plate. And she's like, alright, let's try this again. Goes and spins. What if the plate breaks? What if I roll a 1?
It's a pewter plate.
Metal plate. Doesn't break.
That's terrible, Josh.
It's a pewter plate. It's metal. It's made out of metal.
Oh, it's pewter. Okay. Sorry. My bad. We're good. Okay.
That's lead
She
and
catches
tin.
it closes, and then she goes and spins it on her finger again.
And as you're spinning it, it turns into a ball of energy on the tip of your finger, and you take a step back as it widens into a doorway again.
Alright. I peek my head in. Do I see a Dune?
You still see the deck of Dune.
Alright. We're good, guys. Let's load them up.
That's cool with me. While we're doing that, can we ask Adune if they know anything about this portal, if it's been used before?
You could go for
And
it.
as the portal is open, you could all can speak to Adune again in your minds. You're realizing that even the conversation that Mime is having is projected through everyone's mind, and Adune responds to everyone in turn with a portal. Oh, the thing on my deck. You mean this plate?
Yes, that plate.
Oh, I've never seen such a thing. There was a weird instance where I'd been docked at the run aground after the giant tentacles, just before you guys had left me, and then the next thing I know, I'm in paradise.
And
So
then
things are
it
going
wasn't-
well with you.
I assumed I died somehow.
Well, no. You're not dead, and you're in our pockets.
Excuse me?
You're in our pocket. You've become a pocket ship.
Backpack, to be precise. But do you like it here, Adune? Is everything okay for you?
It's wonderful. I get to experience the beautiful sunshine and watch the birds. Sometimes a coconut comes along. It's very peaceful.
How is your below deck tree doing? Still alive? Still
Oh
good?
yes, it's doing wonderful.
That is a weird way to ask somebody how their bush is doing, Cassidy.
I love to hear it.
Sorry.
So what's happening with it? I'm gonna just put you on the other side of this portal for a second, so you can tell me too what's physically happening here as you're dragging your friends through the portal. Are you just stacking them in a pile? Or
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
let me
I-
see.
Second this.
I let's see. I go and I lean them up, like here in this little nook, Josh, where there's 2 doors, and then the stairs go up, and it kind of creates like it creates a nook area. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna lean them in that nook against the wall
okay, not behind you,
of a dune.
because you do remember that the
Oh.
corridors that everybody had claimed are behind you. Quarters, not corridors.
Oh, this is a
With like
that's
the
a stair.
It's
I'm
it's a rug. Ignore the stairway. It's a rug.
okay. Yeah, let's do that. Let's where did I walk out from? Oh, the plate is beneath me.
The plate is
It's like right center of a dune.
Yeah, it's basically right about where that mast is and right where you pung.
Okay, cool. Right at the
Huh.
mast. All right. So then I bring everyone in, and I don't know if I want to go about to putting everybody in a bed, but sure, why not? I put everyone in a bed. I am
Okay.
such a nice friend. This is
Tuck
the
'em
good
in.
campaign.
Tuck them in.
I wouldn't just leave them on the floor. Shia wouldn't leave them. Oh, I tuck them in. I make sure they're nice and tucked.
I will put them in respective rooms. I think actually Zeph is the only one that has been here. No, Squall has too. I apologize. So I think they both have a room, and I can get them in their particular rooms because you would probably remember that at the very least. But there we go. You've put them in their rooms, and I'm just presuming going back through the portal.
Yes.
Okay.
And, well, before I go, Adune, can you when they do wake up, can you let them know of the situation?
I mean, I can let them know where they're at. I actually still really don't know the situation. Apparently, I'm in a pocket.
Yes, you're with us. We're trying until we find C. We didn't want to leave you at the dock, so we brought you with us. So you're adventuring with us. Either way, what you tell them is that you are a friend and you are in a safe place. And I don't know if the portal stays open with the plate. I think maybe I'd have to reopen it again and check on them. Tell them I'll check on them in a day. How about that? We'll do that.
Hey, Shia, what does it look like over there? Is it, like,
It's a Dune!
No, like, where is
Oh.
Adune? Like, what do you see around?
Alright, well then I look around.
One second. I guess I gotta get back over there. I was scrolling back down. Bear with me. I put it closer so that I could get there, but it does still do the typical. That is one thing that I've noticed that I'm going to be so thankful in switching to. Oh, it's still not
Roll
loaded
20.
completely. Yeah, switching to Roll20 is it has very little lag time between stuff and doesn't use as nearly as much RAM and shenanigans that it takes that for Astral to run for some reason.
That's good.
Yeah, it's very, very nice in that regard. I don't know what Astral does, but physically this is what you're seeing on deck, Shia, if you want to describe it. That's around you. And actually, as you look up, you kind of see the sky and the clouds stop with a darker blue, almost a glassy sheen. Even at the bottom of the ocean doesn't have the deepest, darkest blue that you're used to. It has a bit of a glassy sheen under the waves. And
Well, it looks like I'm. I could assume that I'm in a bottle, and there's a lovely beach in front of me, and there's palm trees, and some decent sand and ocean around us, and there's seagulls in the sky. I mean, it's absolutely lovely here. Absolutely lovely.
Let's forget the whole tower. Let's just live in a bottle. Live out the rest of our.
Live our whole lives in this bottle. I mean, I think coconuts might end on the food chain. We might have to bring some fish in, and we might have to stock this a little bit. But it's quite beautiful, and she walks back out.
Retirement home.
Yeah, really. It's my retirement plate.
Yeah. Okay, let's do this thing now. We going up?
Cake. Yes.
step through the portal back into the Hell Tower. with your friends in the slightly greener area. Getting there. Thea's already a foot out the door.
See,
And Nep,
we've been in
your paranoia has gone away in the meantime.
Awesome. Can I remove the?
Yeah, if you can. You feel free.
Can I?
Oh, Cat's gotta be over there too. Yes. You should be able to from your character sheet on Astral. If you click on them, they should go away.
Can you
are
put Gunther on
Gunther on?
a June also?
You're saying to Shia as she comes back through the portal about to close it?
No, just Gunther went with them. I feel like
Okay.
Gunther wants to protect
Precious.
the unconscious people.
Precious cargo. Got it.
Yeah. What were you saying, Nep? Sorry, I interrupted you.
Oh, Nep is now just more waking up confused. In like I don't know, just sees himself in the center room on the opposite side and doesn't remember how they got there. But we'll walk back towards the fancy ballroom, I guess. Whew.
Would someone please remind me where we are going? Frederick asked the party.
To the top of the tower.
Going to the top to
Is-
eat cake. No, to find cake. Mime's birthday cake.
Eat our cake and eat it too.
Yes.
Is this the tower that was coming out of the lava? We're going into.
Yes.
Well, we're in it now, I think.
But I thought we were going up.
Up in the tower.
So I'm guessing you guys. I'm not back on that map yet. Still, I was still getting. I get a cat. Cat's the other one. Cat.
Some puzzle in this room with the lights and the snack goblin, but
We've been here for a while.
Well, you've also opened that door to the third level. That's where Shia and Zeph had come through.
So to the third level we go.
Yes.
Hee hee ha ha.
Oh ho.
I know a song popped into my head, but I don't. It's just a very vague. Oh, they're coming to take us away. That's what it is. Okay.
Mhm.
Sir?
I weirdly knew the same song that you were singing, but I'm like not sure where it's from.
Neither do I. It's kind of more of a meme now.
Yeah.
What's a meme? Is
That
it
a
like
good
meme?
point. Oh,
A meme?
Mime invented the meme. No?
Are we talking off hats or are we talking in game?
In game.
yes, both at the same
Oh.
time.
Okay.
People are getting their PhDs in memetics. I just want to let you guys know that.
Memeology.
That is a
Yeah,
good
no, for real.
question.
I'm not joking. Like, that's a thing.
I mean, it's believable. We've created a whole form of communication.
A
Yeah, there's
culture.
a documentary about it on Hulu.
I mean,
Anyway, yeah, we have.
essentially it's hieroglyphics, right? But in a
Yeah, well,
very
even
modern,
more.
even more, but in a very modern sense. I don't know who entered first, so I just kind of dragged people over in a Congo line, as best as I could.
Oh, what?
And Nep, you're seeing just through the door a inanimate, giant ogre corpse that's sitting in front of a arched doorway out of the spiral staircase that you guys are walking up.
Oh, we going
And
to
Shia
the third level?
proceeds. And if you wouldn't mind actually rolling initiative now.
You said corpse, Josh. What? You
Holy
did
shit!
it?
Natural 20.
I did say
On
corpse.
I know
initiative.
it says 19 because I have a -1, but natural 20.
Natural 20 on initiative. Somehow. Less excited.
Oh, shit.
Still excited for you though.
Got a 10.
Wait, why do you have a 19?
I have a -1 to initiative.
Oh, Jesus.
Frederick is not dexterous. He's missing a few fingers.
There be zombies. Question, Josh. Is there... Does the stairway continue up?
You've seen it do such. For one more level, it looks like above you. That's all you can see is one level above you. But there is a door blocking your way to the right, rather than where you would gone, which is to the north. The door is to the east, and it continued to go up in that spiral.
What color is the door?
This door was that pitch black, almost pearly opalescent color.
Did we go through this door?
Nope.
Alright, well, initiative has started, so...
Yep, it looks like
Yes. Sorry, guys.
she is going first with a 20.
And...
I'll start combat.
Alright, well, what do I see?
You see in front of you as you get to the top of the stairs after Nepid's paused for a second to say down the rest of the stairway, and you guys all rush past him. There is looks like a dead ogre corpse, and as you rush up in front of it, remembering your past ones, oh yes, they won't. It starts to animate, and there are two zombies that are standing to either side of it. Another ogre corpse that looks like it's just slowly starting to animate around the corner is also what you can see. So I think that's I'm trying to get your perspective. Yeah, from your perspective, that's what you see.
Of a bitch. Okay. She kind of like readies herself and she yells back and goes, try to figure out the black door! And then she does... Does the door that I went through, does it shut?
The one below you guys, that's down the.
No, the one that I just walked through.
There is no door
The one
there.
I just.
There's
no door.
It's just an archway.
Okay, so.
Frederick, you are on deck. Just FYI. Bless you, by the way. And all of mine, besides one of mine, had got like natural ones for initiative. Just FY. Also, fun tidbit.
Don't I technically go first? I don't know. I don't know how nat 20s work on initiative.
Have we never gotten a nat 20 on initiative?
I feel like we have. It's just been so long.
I mean, that would just be based on number.
Yeah,
Whether
usually.
it's natural or not doesn't matter.
Usually, you are correct. You are on deck, so I don't know if that I was just watching how you guys had moved through the stairway. That would still make sense to me, and just how you guys had piled up when I was asking for initiative too. So, if you think otherwise, I would put you first. But Shia did step out of that doorway first. That I watched.
That's fine. I'm just.
Okay.
Maybe that.
So Shia is going to cast minor illusion. Hear me out. Okay. So she's gonna go, nope, and then take a step back, and then she's going to cast a door shutting, and she pretends to shut the door and cast a door onto the doorway.
Make sure it's not ajar.
And there's an audible
Wait, she shut it.
ka-chunk and a
And kaboom!
click. And
Yeah.
you hear from the other side, very evidently, and it is Frederick's turn.
And
Can
she
I
is
see
like,
the door.
You cannot see through the door.
the black door! Like, question mark.
Speaking is a free action.
Frederick, try to open the door.
Okay.
Not the door I just made! The black door!
What black door?
There's a door to our right at the end of the stair. So the stair spirals up, and then basically, if you take a left out at the end of the stair, there's a quote unquote doorway that I have casted a door onto. But if you go straight following the spiral, there will be a black purplish door that is blocking the spiral.
I guess I try to open that door.
As your action, you reach up and you realize there is no doorknob on this door, so you start to push on it, and it gives nothing. You can roll a strength check if you would like.
I'm good at those.
I know.
Wow, 10.
You are
That's
given
with a +5.
you're given it your damnedest, and you guys all see the muscles in Frederick's neck just below his helm bulging, and you hear very faintly
What did we hear, Josh?
oomph. Did that come through that time? Or did this
Did, but
Just
I
like
need I need to describe what I'm here. I hear like what is that? What does that mean, Josh? What happened? The door break or something? Did he fart?
You physically see Frederick still pushing on the door. The door has not budged.
Okay. And then Shia goes, "Don't we have to use magic?" No! Shut that.
Just let him push.
And did you have any other actions you were going to take, Frederick, or?
What can I do with a bonus action? I can't cast a spell with bonus action, can I?
Unless the spell, it can't. It will say in the spell that it can be a bonus action.
Correct. There we go.
I would say give someone else a go at it.
What color is the door?
Black-ish
Oh.
purple.
Oh, that comes through. So, is that all there you're gonna do, Frederick? Or do you have something
Yeah, I
else?
guess.
Okay. On the other side of the door, you just hear a solid. And then it's Mime's turn. And Nep, you're on deck.
Okay.
Think Mime's there? Maybe? Maybe?
I was on mute. I'm guessing I have to follow the stairs because I'm assuming I can't just jump across because I would have to jump up and across. I'm too small for that. I can only move 25 feet. So I was here. So 5, 10, 15, 20. So I can just move like right next to Nip.
Yep. And then you get a better view of Shia, Frederick, and Thea crowded into what had been an archway that you were hearing, and then you heard a door close. Now you see two doors, sort of, between the bodies, but they're crowded in front of that doorway. Those two doorways.
So I can't see any enemies.
Correct.
Okay, does anybody need healing? Just gonna yell that out. Healing?
Yeah. Shh.
Okay. Cool. Then I'm done. I'm cool.
Again, there are some more grunting noises. And it is Nep's turn, and then Thea, you're on deck.
So, I guess I move a little bit down the stairwell, and I see the whole cluster of people. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Was it 3 or 4 of them?
Mm-hmm.
I very much cannot see the zombie, I imagine.
No, there seems to be a wooden door in your way.
Oh, I mean, I appear to have like line of sight here, but
Physically, there seems to
Oh.
be a door there. Just like I didn't put one there because it's an illusion that she
We're,
is
u-
creating currently.
we're
But you
using
physically-
our imagination.
oh, okay.
Currently, you see a door.
Yeah, I'm seeing if I have a spell that is of necromancy. And it looks like that's a no.
So is it
Oof.
Thea's turn?
Yeah, I'll just
Okay.
hold my action.
What's your action that you're holding, FYI? For my FMI.
Here, I thought I have a. I will not. Okay. Dodge.
Okay. If anything comes
Um,
at you, you'll dodge. Doesn't. Okay.
And I'll give Frederick some inspiration.
Oh, you gonna do Bardic or?
Yeah, just normal bardic. It's only a D6, but
How does that one read? Do you have to do something audibly?
I
Is it a verbal
don't
and
believe
semantic?
so. No, it's just as a bonus action I can do it. I imagine that, it's like, how do you inspire, like,
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to.
play a beautiful song?
That's the normal interpretation. But I was curious of how it was actually stated there. Let me see. I don't know if you sent it or not because I'd switched over to D&D Beyond, but
There you go.
oh,
I sent it in Astral.
Bardic Inspiration.
So it says as a bonus action, a creature other than yourself within 60 feet that can hear you
Yeah,
gains inspiration die,
that's what
which
I was going
makes
for.
me think that it's. Yeah, I've never given bardic inspiration without playing.
I mean, you could say words.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just a audible thing. That's what I was trying to figure out. So technically, there is like a verbal part to it, even though it doesn't specify it in the piece that you put, because they have to hear it.
Yeah.
Unless you
Well,
are.
it says stirring words or music. So, I mean, in this case, I'd be playing music with my good old violin.
Oh, okay.
There's my.
There's your what?
Oh,
He sent it in
No.
the astral.
Yeah, I was reading it. Did you want to roll for it too?
what do you want me to roll performance?
No, the D6.
Oh, they add it. They roll it and add it to their roll.
Oh, at the time when they use it. That makes sense, I guess.
Yes.
Usually I think we've played it too where you'll roll it now or give them the option to roll it at that time, but that makes either which way.
Okay, I'll give them the option.
I'll roll it when I need it.
And what is it that you're telling Frederick to inspire him, or singing in particular? Anything specific?
You can make the door move. I believe in you.
I can make that a song. You can make the door move. I believe in you.
You see a red door and you want it painted black.
You see a black door and
See
you
a
want
black
it open.
door. Yeah. And you want it swinging back.
There we go. Beautiful. Wait, is the red door that he painted black the same door that he wanted open?
Well, technically, I guess, because it's a black door. He wants it swinging.
Same door they opened. Beautiful.
Battle of the Bards.
Thea,
That needs to happen.
what art thou doing?
I'm better at playing my instruments, not singing. I swear.
We can start a band. I have a flute for some reason.
I have a
I have
trumpet.
a violin. We could be
I have
Oh, are you
drums.
talking about in real life?
A little bit,
All of it.
yeah.
I had a trombone.
No, my character Thea has a flute. I don't have a flute.
Oh, Thea has the flute?
Yeah.
So, we got Thea, Shia, and Nep.
My performance is like minus how many, but it'll be great. It'll be
Don't
fun.
worry. I could probably... I feel like between Shia and I, we could probably carry the performance.
Yeah.
I'll play Hot Cross Buns, no matter what the song is. That's all I know.
And then Nep and I will just riff off of you. So it's like da 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 da, and then she gets out her drums. And it's like da 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 da. And then you get the violin, and it's like, and then you could do some cool stuff with that. I have a whole thing in my head. Boom,
Now, once
bam.
you get Twinkle Twinkle Little Star down, we also do ABCs.
Yeah, then you're
Golden.
really set. Happy birthday.
Let's make it canon that we practice every night before we take a long rest.
I'm down.
Okay.
I think I
I'm
got
going-
like a... Oh, go for it.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, we could really get performance going.
Yeah.
Everybody sleep well.
Everyone just hates us.
I just realized I have bird pipes.
What?
I thought it was bagpipes, but it's bird pipes.
Oh, that's funny. I don't know if that was me or you.
Oh,
We're...
So, is that those things they have at the Renaissance Fair that like sound like bird calls?
Oh,
I think so.
could be. You also have a grass harp. Hint, hint, reminder, reminder. Thea?
I do have a grass harp.
I do.
No, that'd be Sashia.
I'd be down to learn more instruments.
What? I just
Or-
found out that I have a spell focus. Wow. The more you know.
Found out.
Okay.
Mame, it's also, Olivia, it's also known as panpipes. The panpipes, so the ones that like, it's
Yep.
that thing.
Oh, me being a satyr just automatically gives me a bonus to the pan flute.
Yep. Of course.
Yeah. Just satyr things.
Yep. So what you doing there, Thea?
Seems... Oh,
Still thinking?
my brain. No, my brain just got stuck on the satyr thing. Okay. So, Shia, when you opened the last door, did you have to use necromancy, or how did you open it? Because I wasn't there.
I believe I didn't open it. I believe our good friend Neff was the one who opened it, and I don't think the color actually coordinated because I remember being baffled.
Okay, I have
If
one
I
necromancy. Go ahead.
If I remember correctly, it was an evocation spell from Cat.
Yes.
Okay, that's good because I only have one necromantic spell and it's a doozy, and I don't really want to try it out here for the first time.
Everyone okay?
Yeah, nobody wants you to try it out here for the first time.
Okay. I'm just gonna cast Dispel Magic on the door. With my spell focus, which apparently is a sprig of mistletoe, according to my inventory.
On the black door?
Yes. I'm gonna put my hands, I'm gonna go like this, and I'm gonna put my hands against it.
Oh, I thought you were going
And-
to spell the fake door.
Oh, no.
Fake real door.
No, the black one that we're trying to get through.
So you kind of reach just past Frederick, who's still pushing on the door, and you place your hand on it, you said?
Mm-hmm.
And it does have a verbal portion, it seems like.
Mm-hmm. Open sesame.
And this is Cassidy's canon, because it's happened for both of her characters, and the door just poof, and
Mhm.
Frederick falls through.
Works every time. Okay, everyone get in. And then Shia can make an illusion behind us.
Ooh, don't hate that.
And if there's treasure,
There probably is treasure.
all there are zombies. Zomboos. Zambies.
Zomboids.
Zambambis?
I'm gonna,
Zambonis?
That's the sequel.
Dammies!
I'm gonna use my movement to hide behind all of these stronger people. And that's my turn.
Okay. There's more from behind the door. Is not that person's turn, because they are not here. More groaning. More groaning. It is Shia's turn.
I feel like that's what that should be what I do at work. It's like more groaning, more groaning. Okay. Shia goes through the door.
Bless you,
Sorry.
I think. I'm not sure. And you hear or rather, see the stairway narrowing. Oh, that is too narrow. I made it too narrow. It is like half a person.
I can't see anything.
I just moved you. It's alright. Don't worry. The stairway is narrowing. It's gone to a single person's width, which you are barely fitting on currently. And you're I need to probably also do this. 'Cause technically you can't see out of that. Oh.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I can see everything,
You can
Josh.
see everything. How about now? How about now? Wait, I probably have to save still. There we go.
And I have to reload.
I'm going to miss that from Astral. That is one of the things that's beautiful about it, is I can just kind of plop things here and there. I didn't think you guys were going to go straight for that door, for instance, but I'm ready.
Oh, bitch, there's 2 fucking undead trolls and zombies. Like, fuck no. Not that shit, not today.
Maybe today, though.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Yes.
you guys have taken them down before. Pretty easily, too, might I add. And Zeph has the ogre dick to
They're
prove
undead
it.
now.
Yeah, it was an undead ogre dick that she got it from.
Okay, so Gia is going to run up these stairs as much as she can. E5, a 10, E15, a 20, a 25, a 30. Right, so she doesn't go through the doorway at the top of the stairs yet. It seems like, not a doorway, but it's
Archway.
an opening.
Yeah.
So she's hiding behind the opening, kind of given enough space for her friends to also kind of
Filter in.
get through the doorway.
And you hear, as you're at the top of the stairway now, to a hurried, "Come on, we gotta go get all these things." And there's just like a scattering of what sounds like voices in a large hall on the other side. And clinging, clacking of... Wait, I actually have something for this.
Oh,
Just a...
we have props.
a dropping of gold, it sounds like. I don't know if it came through. That's still very light. I don't know if mine's coming through either.
No.
That's
I hear that.
yeah, there we go. A rustling of,
The happy clickety clack sound
yeah.
of
The
monies.
clickety clack of friends.
So, that's what you hear. And then it is Frederick's turn, who is laying flat in the doorway, and she had stepped over you to go up the stairway in front of you. As you're standing back up, I'm assuming. Frederick?
Oh, so are we 100% like not fighting these dudes?
If you take your fucking time, yes.
I
You
mean,
might.
that's not really in character for us.
Yeah,
I-
evil.
I don't care either way. I
I feel like we try to get out of fights just as much in the evil campaign.
It's fine. We've already put enough
Well-
effort into not fighting.
The spell lasts a minute, by the way, Josh.
One, two, three, four. I count these again.
So if the spell only lasts a minute, does that mean that that these guys are going to follow us up the stairs?
Actually, as you're standing up, It was exactly right there too. I wouldn't have said anything if you hadn't said anything, honestly, because that was exactly 60.
I'm trying to be honest, Josh.
I appreciate that. I really do, because at 60 seconds, 6 seconds around, the door that Shia had placed as you're standing up, Frederick, just, and you see an ogre in front of you. It was looking directly at you, and it's very decrepit.
You jinxed yourself.
I take a step forward. I'm going to swing two-handed with my new warhammer. If it comes through, that didn't. Okay, I'll try that again.
Wait, I thought you were a pacifist.
I am, but I got a new hammer that lets me be a pacifist. And these are
What?
zombies, and I'm a paladin, so.
It's a pretty cool hammer.
Plot has thickened.
What does the hammer look like?
It looks like a steel ham. It looks like a war hammer, but instead of like having like a solid piece of like steel on the end, there's kind of like place for it to like compress in the middle. Oh wow. Okay, let's go with the first one.
Yeah, the first one would be what I would go with, and it definitely does hit.
Hold on.
Are you wielding it
Yeah.
two-handed or one-handed?
Two-handed.
Okay.
Because my shield is in this class one, and hold on. I'm going to can expend ones. I'm going to use Divine Smite at second level to add 3d8 of damage to that already.
Okay.
Because, fuck it, why not? I'll just roll the 3d8s in Astral.
That works.
Not bad.
Mm-mm. So you striking anywhere specific?
I was imagining I just took a step forward and just took one big, like, swing. Center mass, just...
And you step forward and swing straight for the center mass, as you say, and collide with its chest on your downswing, and it caves in slightly with its gross sucking soft sweat noises, because it's mostly decayed flesh, you're realizing.
Blech.
Josh, question.
Mm-hmm.
There's still a door there, right?
No. Oh, wait, how do you mean there?
Like the black door.
Oh, down below? No, that black door is just poofed. It was like in the mist. It went poof when Thea dispelled magic on it.
Okay.
And the one that you're standing at right now seems to be the end of the stairwell. So as you'd walked up that set of stairs, above you there was no more stairs. It was just a capped portion.
Alright. Shia goes, if we hurry, the stairwell gets very thin up here. You should, just hurry up. They won't follow. Maybe they will.
Smite. Smite doesn't count. Oh, wait. Oh. I also have extra attack, so I'm going to attack again. Or can I not use those at the same time?
What's your extra attack? What do you mean?
I just I have a special. It's called extra attack. You're going to attack twice instead of once whenever you take an action on your turn.
Oh.
That's
Instead of an action? Is that what you just said? I'm sorry, I didn't hear that last part. Attack twice.
Hold on.
Sorry.
It's called extra attack. It's under specials, like under divine smite, and it says you can attack twice instead of once, whenever you take an action
Instead of
on your
once. Okay. Okay.
Oh, that would explain why there was the 2.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess I could have just left that. Damn it, I shouldn't have deleted it. Okay, I'll just roll it again then.
Yeah. That'll hit. Good bit more. Weirdly, the two-handed is lower though. That's so weird.
Yep, totally weird. And then I'm going to take a step back.
Noel 2 just made a wisdom save.
What are you talking about? I don't see nothing.
And
No, there's a pack lord.
Oh no.
I don't know if it takes a bonus action to activate my like gauntlet shield. But if that's what it is, then I'll take my bonus action to do that. And I'll take whatever.
Remind me what activation of that does.
I have my shield. I have like turns from a fisticuff into like a full shield.
Right. So are you talking about activating it to a fisticuff or activating it to a shield?
Activating it to a shield because I was using my
Hammer.
hammer two-handed. So I'm guessing that's how I'm going to normally walk around, and then like in cases of emergency, I switch to one-handed
Okay.
because the hammer is versatile.
Yeah, I'd say it would be a bonus action to activate it because I think it's concentration. So you can.
Okay. So I'm going to take a step back and take whatever hits I need to.
Oh, out of range. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm just and like back into the doorway, and then activate my shield and just kind of place it in the doorway.
And you realize in the held backwards, weirdly and awkwardly, is a spiked bone implement. Oh my gosh, 26 to hit in the ogre's hand.
That's not just a 26, that's a nat 20.
Yeah. With
I'll take it.
19 bludgeoning.
Hold on, I need to get to my... So, how much damage is it did?
19, which was high as well.
And that's on my turn, so I can't use a reaction. Fuck. I can't, right?
No, usually the reactions are not on your turn. You can, if it specifies otherwise, if it says specific something or other, like if you take damage, and you can react with this.
Oh, it's as a reaction, reduce damage dealt to you by 1d12 plus 4 once per short rest. It's called Stone Endurance. How do I send this?
It is once per short rest, so keep that in mind. But it would be you could use it.
Yeah, then I'm going to use it. How do I...
Ooh, wait. So it's critting?
Pretty close.
Can I see it?
Oh no, it's critted.
Yeah.
It did.
So I can see it?
Oh yeah, the spell has dispelled, and you have dodge as a readied action.
Okay, no, I was gonna cast Silvery Barbs to make it so it's not a crit at least.
Oh, okay. That's a reaction, and that's when you see one of your companions about to take damage, and you just like stroke your violin in an unpleasing
Try and
manner.
distract it.
Yeah, just like
Yeah.
draw the bow across the strings.
Yeah. So hopefully it's not a crit, at least. Ideally not hit, but you know, beggars can't be choosers.
Okay. I'll do this again. Gotta bring it up again. I should just leave it up over here. And that time's a 21.
Not a crit still, but so at least it hits for less now.
2 less. 17.
Okay, then
I'll give advantage to Frederick.
Oh, right. With the same silvery barbs.
Yeah.
in that case, I am not going to use stone endurance.
Okay.
17 damage, you said?
Yep. Instead of the 19. I see. I think that was all of your actions that you had.
Yeah, I don't think I can do anything else.
Okay.
So, yep, that'll be my...
Other than
So now I'm...
to clarify your movement, were you moving up the stairway?
No, I just moved back. Like, I took a step forward to swing on the ogre,
Mm-hmm.
and I took a step back.
Okay.
to,
Out
like,
of
just be in the
range.
way.
Yeah.
And, well, and, like, use my shield to, like, kind of, like, a barrier. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And you hear then from around the corner, Mime, you're on deck. Of another, what you assume is another ogre of sorts, and you see a couple zombies forcibly pushed forward towards your view, Frederick. But I can't tell. Yeah, you can kind of see the top of an arm, a large arm that was swinging into your view, pushing the zombies in front of it. And it is Mime's turn.
Yes. So, there's something where I can, because I'm small, it doesn't matter right now. I can, like, move through a space that someone's standing in. I forget what it actually is. That's not what I'm going to do. I just don't know how. Well, so I'm going to use this. It's one of my character traits. I'm putting it in the chat. I've used it before, but since these are zombies and they're undead, if it goes through the chat, it's called Channel Divinity, Turn Undead. So I present my holy symbol and speak a prayer censoring the undead. Each undead that can see or hear within 30 feet of me. So I'm actually going to move forward an extra 5 feet. Anyway, any zombie that within 30 feet has to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Is it
And if it
seeing you, though, you said specifically, too?
or hear me.
Or hear. Okay, so it is
Yeah, see or hear within 30 feet.
not in chat yet. Is it verbal?
Mother. It's no. I mean, it says that I present my holy symbol and I speak a prayer.
Okay, so then yes.
Because it's not a spell.
I'm assuming you're yelling it then.
There it is. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna yell as loud as anybody's ever heard me may say anything. Who disturbs my slumber? Perfect.
For its action, it can use only the dash action to try and escape from an effect that prevents it from moving.
Yeah, and they're all undead, so I don't know how that affects the damage they take. But when they take damage, they then go back to being... sorry, it turns, Yeah, it's not a zombie anymore. And it has to run away.
Yeah, I see this.
So it actually behooves us to not hit them if we're just trying to run away. If not, I don't know what not being undead does, like, has an advantage to us. But
Looking pretty good.
yeah, this is cool.
We've got a 1, an 11, and a 2, which does not beat your 15. And a... Come on. Ooh, that one doesn't care.
Okay.
That one must have
Well, that's
worshipped
nice.
one really strong deity. And an 18. Those two do not.
Okay, so
Seem to
3 of them are away.
Yep, three of them are going to be moving away, but it is... Is that all you're doing with your turn, or...
So it is an action.
Mm-hmm.
And so since I moved, can I only move once, or can I move the total of my ability to move? Like, can I move back now?
Oh, you can use all of your movement, and as long as you're not within an a room, an area of attack, then yes. Because if you are, then you might provoke the opportunity to attack. But
I'm gonna move back 15 feet, because I can't. I don't have a whole lot of defense, and I can't attack anymore right now. So yeah, I'm gonna move back, and then my turn's over.
okay, then the zombie closest, I think it is. Yeah, if I can grab it. That was closest to you, Frederick, and was pushed forward by the arm, visibly pushes itself up against you and slams against your shield for to hit. So I'm assuming it just kind of against your shield and is reaching towards you with a 4, unless there was something that I am unaware of.
That won't hit.
Okay. You hear some pitter-pattering of feet, Shia. It is Nep's turn, and Thea, you're on deck. Nep?
There's still a lot of people there.
How many
It's-
people are within 5 feet of me just for...
Well, it looks like only Thea and some zombies.
Well,
Okay.
it's just more of oh, you're saying within 5 feet of Fedric.
Yeah.
Thea, yeah. Because
Yeah, there's still no real way to fire a blast in there. I guess I can summon a tentacle. Like, make a tentacle like right here to smack the ogre zombie.
oh, I see it. I'm not sure you can see back there though through the bodies. And
That is true.
at the height difference that you're at, because you can see probably where you're at physically, like the landing that Frederick's on, and then maybe the feet of some stuff behind you. You might be able to see behind through the feet, so that might work. I could foresee it, especially if you're standing on your tip hooves. You don't have feet, so
Tip hooves.
yeah.
Alright, let's do it then. Just the
Okay.
tentacle. Just going to smack the ogre zombie since that's the only sight.
That'll hit.
A 9 hits?
Yeah.
Sweet. 9 cold damage.
You just hear the
And
zombie. As you also hear the of the tentacle slapping it on the butt.
Just a good old smack. Pretty sure that's considered a bonus action. Normal action, I'll just be ready to dodge again.
Okay. Then it's
And
Thea's turn,
Do I see?
unless you had.
I'm gonna move closer to the door, but do I see the zombies turning away after Mime's spell?
You see the smaller zombies, not so, especially the one that is pressed up against Frederick's shield that he's holding almost the whole doorway of his short shield in front of currently, pressing the zombie back. And it does look like the other larger zombies are turning their heads away currently. They haven't had a chance to move, but yes. They do look frightened. As
Like
frightened
they're
as
not trying to
decrepit
attack us.
As frightened as decrepit faces can look, yes.
I mean,
And it's looking like the one that Frederick struck is worse for wear.
the one Frederick struck is directly in front of him.
Mm-hmm. The ogre zombie that is standing directly in front of the door there. Doorway. Had its
Okay.
chest collapsed in.
Alright. I guess I will hurl a produce flame over Frederick's shoulder, only at the one that is visibly attacking him. Which is 13 to hit.
That'll hit.
Ooh. 11 fire damage.
Sweet.
So, cast a little poof of flame. I'm careful not to hit what looks like a wooden shield on Frederick. I feel like I'm close enough that I could aim away from him.
You
I think my shield is, at least the one I'm using currently, is metal.
Mm-hmm. It's just the token that he has that it looks like wood. But so you take your hand and hold it up to get the motor flame? No. Just a flickering flame appears in your hand. So you hold it up and then you toss it.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to roll to hit, it would be your spell casting a bonus.
I rolled the hit, that was the 13, and then the
damage
damage was 11.
11. Thanks. Yeah, I was just it's not in chat, so my brain wasn't comprehending it for a second. And then I do remember all of that. I was just trying to read the description now. And then so you toss it and it hits the top of his head and starts to spread from the little scraggles of hair that you had seen left on the top of his skull, and it starts catching on the clothing as well, and you just hear it, and you hear the last of its grunts as its face and head are melted together, but its body is otherwise still moving.
That's unnatural. Bye, I'm out of here. And I'm gonna sneak behind Frederick and go up the stairs. I am not a big fan of undead things, because they're unnatural.
That was five of your movement to get to where you're at on the stair, just to let you know if you wanted to run up any more of those.
I can't. Hold on.
Oh, I see that you're refreshing. Yeah, because I I had to move your character. And while you're moving, running up behind Shia, guys are greeting each other, and there's some more grunting, but this one sounds like it's getting farther away. 5, 15, 20. And these all didn't make it in, huh? Oh, this one did. I've got a lot to move now. Gotta pick up my own pace. Okay. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Shia, you see a jackally head stick its head around the corner into the stairwell and poke it back, and you hear it cackling out into the rest of the chamber as loud as it possibly can. You can definitely tell it's an alert sound of some sort.
Sorry.
No worries. Did you catch that?
Yeah, I did. I could hear it. I was just muted.
No worries. I just wanted to make sure that you could understand. I don't know where this one is. Oh. Then, down by you, Frederick, you see the giant ogre that had been slapped on the butt. 5, 10... away around the circular outside of the spiral staircase away from you. And the second zombie stepping forward to try and get past your shield. We've got zombie 1. Wherever zombie 1 went. Close. There it is. 23 to hit. Jeez, they're really loving you.
Is that another crit?
Yeah, it is.
God damn.
So a total of 4 damage with the crit.
A total of 4 damage?
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh, so only 4 damage?
correct.
That's not bad.
Okay.
He slams up against you and then smacks you upside the face, inside the helm. And you go, oh, Jesus. And you're still holding them off with your shield. Or, oh, helm! In this case. As it is your lord. And you hear more shouting off in the distance. Shia, Thea, you're actually catching some of this now too because it's louder and resonating through the chamber that seems to be large outside of the stairway that is shrinking around you, and just more of a through the hallway. And it is your turn, Shia. That one seemed to be directing others.
Okay. Shia is in a conundrum because Shia hears things going on downstairs and understands that the ogre thing probably went out. But at the same time, Shia sees Thea running up the stairs. And is like, well, we can't both go down. I think my friends are going to be fine. And so Shia casts invisibility. You know, I am looking at this now, and it's a creature you touch becomes invisible. But I could have sworn I used this spell on myself. Can I touch myself?
When I think about you. Yeah.
Yes, I knew something like that was gonna happen.
Okay. So I cast invisibility. I think it casts.
So you're invisible.
Sorry, I was making sure my spell slots are good.
Yeah, they're pretty lean right now, I'm sure.
Actually, no, they're not, because I've been only using I've been
Cantrips?
using purely cantrips.
Smart.
Okay. Now you made me disappear, but I don't know where I am to move.
You know what I'm going to do is... There we go. I think I can do this too. I've done this with other things, so I don't know if I can actually do this, but you can... I'll show you yourself, just so you can physically move about.
You're such a good spellcaster, even you don't know where you are when you're invisible.
I don't know where I went. Well, I wouldn't be able to see myself.
Exactly.
Hmm.
There we go. So, what you doing there?
Alright. So I'm going to walk out,
Oh, I can't do that.
and I see a knoll in front of me. And what is the knoll doing?
It looks like it's ready to stab whatever comes through that door.
Wonderful. Shia is going to slowly take her I'm gonna say grass longsword, because I haven't used that yet.
Who knows if it's actually
Is-
prepared? I have no idea.
Let's just
Also, as a reminder, Thea, you did win the prompt this evening. Oh,
I did?
yeah, I thought you did.
No, I'm pretty sure it was me.
My bad.
No, it was regarding something benevolent.
Yep.
I was just
Story
waiting
of
to
your
see
most-
if, like,
Most benevolent action.
some.
Yep.
Yeah, I was just waiting to see if something similar to the prompt would pop up.
You're good. I was just...
Has Nep never done anything benevolent?
Well, no, I got something in mind, but it's when you said most benevolent, it's like, well, now I just got to make up some amazing feat, but
I mean, I feel like it'd be pretty hilarious if you're like, Nep has never done anything benevolent ever until this moment. This is the first thing.
I mean, it's gonna be like saving a random wild animal that was suffocating, essentially.
Or as a bard, you gave away free drinks in a tavern for one whole evening. Benevolent. Boom.
I think saving a suffocating animal is more benevolent than giving free drinks. You saved an animal's life compared to getting somebody drunk.
Depends on how you
Hey,
want to
again,
write
that's
Nep's
safe.
story.
Yeah. Getting someone drunk could save them from suffocating from their life.
If they're drinking, they
But you're
can't
killing their
suffocate.
liver.
Yeah, but everything kills you nowadays. In medieval times, I'm guessing.
Even more so. Especially all those lead plates they like to use. Anyhow. Shia.
Yeah, pewter's lead.
You pulled out the grass sword.
So,
Is that
I can't use. I wouldn't be able to do that because I'm casting invisibility as an action. So
right? That is an action. You are
Um,
correct. Yeah.
yeah, so I wouldn't be able to do anything else.
I thought maybe you would ready the the grass sword or something too as a bonus action, you know, because it is currently morphed into your arm. It lays it.
Yeah.
So it would be.
My thought was actually to ready the shield. So so she kind of comes out and stands in this let's say she readies not the grass, but she readies the crystal sword because the first hit has an additional 1d10 damage.
Okay.
And she wants to like take out this gnoll. So
Okay.
she readies her crystal sword.
Sounds like a plan. Frederick, what are you doing over here as you're holding these zombies off?
I am going to shield bash the left. So that extra attack, does that mean I can attack with either weapon?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to hold on. Going to shield bash the one on the left. That's terrible.
That's a hit.
Oh. That's 10 damage, and I'm going to swing my warhammer at the one on the right.
That's also a hit, and we've got the first one knocked prone, right?
Well, I was going to ask you about this, like, it says it doesn't, I was, like, thinking it wouldn't kill, but these are undead. So
Oh.
should we make it so where it doesn't kill living creatures?
Probably. In this particular case, though, neither of them are dead. I was asking if the first one that you would knock down, because of shield bash, it has a knockdown feature.
Oh. Okay.
I believe,
What are you
anyways.
asking?
If you're reading the ability of shield bash,
Mhm.
from my experience, anyways, it has a knock prone. It says in there, I think.
It's a custom action, so I don't, maybe.
Oh. I'm not sure
Is
which
there a
rule set that.
actual-
Yeah, I think there is. I forget which rule set it would have came from though. That's all right. I'll accept it as that it is knocked prone currently. It normally has to do, I think, a dexterity saving throw, which it is not very dexterous, but it did get an 18. So I'll say that it stumbled back, but it is still
It got-
standing.
2 20s for advantage, disadvantage.
I know,
like-
right?
What?
I have no idea how that happens. That's crazy.
Like, what are the odds
So-
1 in 20.
So,
to roll 2 20s?
No, it would be 20 times 20.
Oh, so 1 in 400.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So the one on the right gets 12 damage, but I'm going to also cast Smite at first level.
Oh, nice.
So 2d8. So again, just going to...
What damage is smite technically?
I will look at that now.
Okay. Because that kills it in this particular case.
Radiant?
I would assume.
Yeah. Extra damage is... Deal radiant damage to a target. Yep.
So your hammer strikes this one upside the head, and it hadn't been struck until this point, and you see it start to cave in, and as you invoke the name of, "And let Helm be with you," glowing light comes from the center of the hammer and goes out into a flash just around, engulfing its head, and you don't see it for a second, and when your vision clears, there isn't a head there. There is just a sliced clean spot where it was, and it falls back. Unless you want to describe it differently.
That sounds good. Does the on death blow thing still apply since it actually dies this time?
Oh, it's dead. So
Yeah, but
I don't know
mean-
what you're talking about, but it would probably
So-
trigger whatever you're talking about because it's dead.
okay. Is anyone within 10 feet of me?
It looks like no. Thea ran up the stairs, and Nep and Mime are still halfway down the stairway to the second floor still.
Then it doesn't do anything.
Oh,
No
wait.
one is in
You
the-
said 10 feet? 5,
Yeah, 10 feet.
So Nep and Mime are both within 10 feet. They are at a diagonal. They're at a diagonal.
Okay,
10
so
feet.
you both get a +1 to your AC till next turn.
Oh, sweet.
Right, all right.
If you want to put a symbol, I don't know. Let me see if I can find one. Because that's the only way that I can remember stuff like that. Face.
There's probably a shield, right?
I would have thought, but I don't see one. They got a turtle, though. I put a face.
Okay.
Oh, a turtle would be like a shield. Ah, ha, ha, ha.
Yeah.
Or a slowness debuff.
Yeah, that's what I was first thinking. But okay.
By the way, whatever does get hit by the tentacle does have a slowness debuff, but I mean,
Oh, it does. So it didn't make it as far. What is it?
only by like 10 feet.
Oh, that's a good bit for a zombie.
Is it?
Yeah, they can move like 20. So,
I mean, I can only move 25.
was that your turn then, Frederick? I'm gonna say yeah, and then it's Mime's turn.
Woo! Alright, so, it doesn't look like there's anything for me to do except for run up the stairs with my companions. So I can use dash instead of an attack, right?
Yes,
How far does that let me go?
twice as your normal movement.
Giggity. Okay, so I'm gonna go 50.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna try my best to get up the stairs. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Do I see where everyone's been going?
You do now. If you might have to refresh, it seems like be the theme after I move
I just
you.
have to zoom out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I realized that this is like in different parts of this grid, and
Mhm.
so when it goes away, a lot of times I just have to zoom out. Okay,
You can press enter
20.
usually too, and it'll take you to your character. It's like a quick zoom.
You're right. Look at that. So do I have to go around the spiral?
Correct. You were at the bottom of a staircase. Thea is in front of you, and the staircase is narrowing. You would have to push past Thea to get up.
So, no, I found it. It's it's halfling nimbleness. You can move through the space of any creature that is of a size larger than yours.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you run through Thea's legs.
Yep. All the way up here. And that is where I end my turn.
All right, Net. You are almost up, and Thea, then you're on deck. Currently,
So we're.
the-
Oh, what's up?
I was just going to say, currently the zombie that is in front of Frederick, having been pushed back, stumbles forward. I'm going to say with disadvantage. Yep. And just bounces off of Frederick's shield. And did these other ones get in here? I guess so. No, he didn't get in there. Get in there. There he is. More skittering of feet. 5, 10. up near Shia and now Mime and Thea. Especially hears it. And now it is your turn, Nep. And what was that? Sorry.
So, where has everybody gone? Like,
Frederick is in just up at the top of the staircase that you're seeing, holding off a singular zombie. And it looks like they had gone through a doorway up to a second set of spiral stairs that's separated by a ceiling that's just above Frederick. So it's something that is described for each of these spiral sets of staircase. There is a landing in between each floor. And currently...
Okay, so they're just beyond Frederick.
Mhm.
I'm just last to get up there.
Correct.
Okay. Is it possible to squeeze past Frederick?
You were also small, so yes.
Okay, sweet. Before I do that, I guess I'll give a good smack to a zombie. Probably this one. Did not go through.
Mm-mm. I'm still staring at it. Oh, there's something. Is the tentacle? The tentacle can move? Is that what happened?
It can move, but I'm just hitting with it, attacking.
Within 5 feet? Yeah.
10 feet has range.
Ooh, boy.
Reach.
Yeah, I was going to say
Yeah.
it's near the end of 5 feet. That's what I was kind of curious too. Well, that'll hit, and it'll kill it if you want to describe it.
I think it's more of a grapple and then crush. That's a tentacle.
Okay.
So it just wraps around it and then squeeze.
It is pretty long, so I would say...
More the midsection.
Midsection? Okay. So it grapples around the midsection, and it crushes its ribs, and you hear the audible of those bones crushing, and the top half of it actually falls off as its bottom half still stands there, and the tentacle supports it as its legs dangle. And I'm assuming you're running
And then
past.
Continue to squeeze past
Yep.
Frederick. The tentacle will disappear.
And
Or, I mean, it can move 30 feet, but I think I still need line of sight or something of the sort.
probably,
Alright.
if you want to read it, go for it and let me know. But
I mean, I'll just say that
okay.
dispersed, and then that was a bonus action, I guess. Ready dodge, or
Sure.
get dodge ready. Am I actually like near Thea?
You are
Like
closest
right
to.
here?
Okay,
Oh,
see
yeah.
what you're saying.
Well, I thought like
I see what you're saying.
coming up and then can't
Yeah.
squeeze past Thea. I don't have the halfling nimbleness.
Right. So it is Thea's turn though.
10, 15, 20. Can I get past Mime?
You can step over Mime. Oh, as the easiest way you see. And you're standing in a doorway which looks like... And wait a sec. Yeah. You...
Wait, where's she?
You actually stick your head out looking for Shia. Is it that one? Is it this one? And... Go. Roll, damn you. 7 to hit.
No.
And a spear slides right into the space where your head was right before you
Can I
pull your
Can I
head back.
matrix it? I like.
Yeah, so the spear slides into the space right where your head was, but you lean back and you look at the shaft as it sails right in your vision, and the tip comes sliding back in the air, and she isn't to be seen by your eyes still at this point. But Shia,
Okay,
you
I
do
heard
see,
Shia though. That's
and,
right. Like,
yes, and Shia, you did see Thea come to this point, essentially. Just a FYI.
I feel like I heard Shia and I probably ran up here, but now I'm confused. But I will anyway peek my head around the corner and cast a little poison spray at this guy after I make sure that it won't hit anyone else.
Is it a cone?
No. Let me send it.
Extend your hand toward a creature you can
They
see within
have
range.
to make a
Of the
con
knockback.
save.
The creature succeeds. Spell damage.
A
But is
con
it-
save.
I'm trying to understand, is it a 5-foot straight line path then, or? Because
I don't
it
know.
says a
It
puff,
doesn't say that.
says a puff-
it's a puff of gas.
a puff of
of
gas, and the range
A
is
creature
10 feet.
I can see within range.
So 10 feet in front of you is what I was assuming, essentially. So like 5, 10, direct line.
I guess I probably just can't be more further away than that.
Okay.
I don't know. All I have is what you have there. So
Oh, really? Okay.
yeah, that's the spell.
Okay.
So I guess you interpret it because you're DM.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you extend your hand toward a creature and you can see within range and project a puff of noxious gas. So Shia and Noel roll dexterity. Or con saves, I apologize.
Shia fails.
And takes...
Um, 14.
So, and it takes half, or does it take none? The null. Creature must succeed at a Constitution saving throw. Or take... There is no half damage in this one, which
Okay,
is...
so only Shia. Oh wait, did the null save?
Yeah, it was a 16.
16 is fine. DC.
So you hear a coughing from the general direction that you thought you had heard Shia's voice, which is right next to you, apparently.
Wait, do I know it's her?
You recognize Shia's voice for sure.
Oops.
Oh, you're muted, Shia, if you're actually saying anything.
You've been muted for like an hour. So
No.
if you
I've been playing with my cat, and I didn't want to make any noise.
Oh, no, that's
Okay.
understandable.
I was just coughing. I was making a coughing sound, which is appropriate for the time being.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
so I didn't damage that null at all.
It doesn't read like it does. Normally it does like half damage if it succeeds, right? But this says just the creature must succeed
Cool.
at a Constitution saving throw or take poison damage.
I only damaged Shia. Cool. My turn's over.
So the knoll, just you hear you see it that you're extending your
Wait,
hand.
I'm gonna hide my head back around the thing.
Oh, okay, good. And but you had seen the knoll there after it's thrown its spear. You raised its hand. As soon as you did that, you seen it, and your gas just goes around it, and it's still holding its breath as you hear Shia unpreparedly coughing.
Actually, instead of going straight towards the knoll, Shia inhales it all, and you just see it disappear to the right of the knoll.
Even better.
Whoops. My bad.
That knoll also gets a turn. Look at that. It Actually, yeah, that's what it does. It steps back, having seen that moving towards its friend. Shia?
Is it my turn yet?
No, this is your
Reaction.
reaction time. Because
Oh.
you've readied an action of the sword at least. It's technically an opportunity to attack. Is what it's provoking. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's stepping back.
So he moves back.
Mm-hmm.
Shia takes a step forward and swings that sword. Now this is a little bit complex because
25 to
It's
hit. That'll do
25
it.
to hit. And then she gets a D4 of crystal damage. So that's 8 points. And then plus, oh my gosh, this is so, plus 7. So it's 8 plus 7. So 50 total points of damage to that knoll. And
so
Shia is now unveiled.
So
So
it-
once Shia attacks, her invisibility spell wears off.
So it's a total of 15, is what you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your sword is also, as you're becoming unveiled, hanging not so straight and off to the side. And the knoll is looking the worse for wear as you'd shattered the crystal sword across it and launched some spikes into some vital-looking areas, and it's as it slightly backed off. As it was backing off, this is the one, yeah. We gotta go down to here. And to finish its movement. And it hurriedly tries to get away from that situation. You hear some more skittering from behind you. And you see another knoll approaching from the other side. Shia, just over your shoulder, as you looked to hear what that noise was. 5, 10. And you hear some more barking out in the general chamber. It sounds like orders of some sort, very distinct. And the gnolls that you can see are cowling in fear of that voice. And it is your turn, Shia.
Okay. Thank the Lord. Okay. So Shia's gonna turn around and 5, 10, 15 walk towards knoll number 4, and with her crystal sword she's going to swing again, except this time she just gets a 1d8 plus 4. That is a 26 to hit.
Oh yeah, all day. Are you swinging it
And-
one-handed or two-handed?
It would be two-handed. So I'm gonna take this 6, and then that's gonna be 12. This is really confusing. So I don't think that's right because the 1d10 is the if you read the sword, the 1d10 is the
First blow.
crystal damage.
Yeah.
So I would take the 1d8.
I think I need to reword
Right.
it is all. But yeah. Correct. Yeah, that's what it
Okay.
looks like, too.
So then that's 6, and then we'll just double that if it's two-handed. Though I guess it's typical for a sword if you do two-handed. It's 1d10. That's up to you. I don't. You take the numbers, Josh. They're there in front of you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna fix that later. It's on my list now of things. This is one of the first items that I created, if you remember, so. And also when you were much lower in level. So these things seem lower now. But after I'm looking at it, I'm like, wow, these seem low. But at the time, you probably could have. But anyways, so the one you're gonna attack that one, and that'll hit. And you are striking anywhere specific.
Midsection.
And the whip-like sword wraps around the side of it and slaps it on the back, almost a bit on the top of the ass, and it zaps it, and it yipes! And you are ending your turn, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Then it's Frederick's turn, with Mime coming shortly up.
I'm gonna head up the stairs, I guess.
Ah, yes, with the 2 dead zombies in front of you, and the other zombies fleeing, you head up the stairs just behind Nep.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, 25. Yeah. And, spells.
Bells?
What? Oh, sorry,
Your
who's, like, farthest in front?
right now you see Mime in front of you after you'd stepped over Nep and his horns grazed the underside of your gooch. You see Thea in front of Mime and an open doorway with no Shia. So you're guessing Shia must be somewhere outside of the staircase.
Could I use, Shield of Faith? Because it says a shimmering field appears and surrounds a creature of your choice within range. It doesn't say I have to see them. In the area 60 feet.
No, you would not have to see them.
Okay. I'm gonna cast that on Shia. Gotta make sure I say the right person, yeah.
Because you would close your eyes and not sure what prayer you would say to Helm, but you would say one.
Helm protect the
Shia Gagat. I'm assuming you're sending it. No, we just haven't seen it yet.
Yes.
Okay.
Hold on, let me see if I can. Show up that time.
Yep. And you're holding your shield in an action of a small silver mirror. And what does it do again?
A shimmering field appears and surrounds a creature of your choice within range, granting it a +2 bonus to AC for the duration.
So, remember that, Shia. You have +2 to your AC currently.
Thank you.
You feel a protective presence about you. And it is Mime's turn if you didn't have any more actions, Frederick.
Is it my turn?
No, hold on. Yeah, you can go. I'm sorry, I'm reading through stuff to see if I can do anything.
Okay, so I know it's starting to get close to that time, so I don't know if this is a good place to stop. If not, I can take my turn. I know what I want to do. Okay, so I'm gonna pull out the disco ball, and I'm gonna cast cantrip light on it. Because so I hear the skittering feet, right? There's obviously something. And so what I'm trying to do, I'm gonna run into the room, and hopefully startle or blind. My intentions are to startle or blind or dazzle whatever it is that's in the room, right? So it's not gonna damage them. It's just gonna like keep them from attacking immediately. I'm hoping so we can get a read of what's going on. Can I do that?
Absolutely. I was just trying to see where you're aiming and if you could roll for me a... It'd be dexterity based. It's not acrobatics. Could be just a dex check. Yeah, because you're throwing it. You said.
To see if I blind them or not.
You said you're throwing it, right? Or are you?
No, I'm just gonna hold it.
You're gonna hold it.
I'm gonna like hold it above my head.
You're currently in a staircase that you can only see one exit to.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go up like past Thea.
Okay.
And into the room at the top of the staircase.
A grand and wonderful thank you for those who took the time and made it here, to the end of the episode, where I know sometimes we are long-winded and others we are just dead silent. I don't know what to tell you. This is raw here, folks. Please remember to like and subscribe, and you can help support us just by listening. But you can also provide even more support, if you like, by going to Anchor FM page and following the support link there. If you do so, I will personally work in an NPC or an idea, whatever you'd like to hear played out. If you want, you can get a hold of us through one of our many options, including voice messages on Anchor FM, or DM to our Twitter, or any other social media that you can find us, YouTube, etc. You can share your ideas, otherwise listen for the shout out and thank you for making it through.